So guys, good day, compliment of the season. This evening, or rather today, we are going to go through some basic step in this course. First, we are going through the introduction. You can see what we have here to do today. Also, I've noticed that all this while we've just been practicing exercise. Although exercise is good, but let's go to the root. Let's start from the beginning and see. So today we'll be starting with the introduction. What is SOLIDWORKS? To begin with, what is SOLIDWORKS? We've been doing this course now. What's the course? What does it contain? What does it have to offer us? So to start is the definition of SOLIDWORKS. SOLIDWORKS is a comprehensive computer-aided design, that is CAD software that enables designers, engineers and manufacturers to create, test and produce innovative products, like all what you are seeing here right on the screen. Like for example, this particular one now could be part of a pipe that is being produced by an engineer, a designer or a manufacturer. It is used to create it so that it can be tested before the normal production, just like the prototype. It replaces the primitive pencil and paper ways of trying to design a product, which is more time wasting and waste of resources. In time past, normally in the process of producing anything as an engineer, you will have to go through the process of drawing that on paper, look at the prospect, the errors, the possible mistake in future. You have to put all those things in place so that your product will be of a good quality. But now SOLIDWORKS have come to replace that, whereby you'll be able to sketch, you draw your product, you do everything, you design it with the software, and then you go on to the step of testing it, the durability of the product, how it can be able to withstand some stress, thermal conditions and other things, and it will help you to cut down resources and to reduce time wasting. That is what SOLIDWORKS is all about. It's used to create, test and produce innovative products. Also, now in learning this SOLIDWORKS, what are the important features embedded in SOLIDWORKS? Number one, 3D modeling. We create a complex 3D model using various tools and techniques. There are many tools we can use in creating this 3D modeling. We use our tools, our sketch tools, our feature tools, some techniques, various type of techniques to produce this, and we should know the area where we are lacking. Another one is drawing and documentation. Generate 2D drawing and documentation from a 3D model. Number 3 is assembly modeling. Through the use of this assembly, different parts can be modeled and then assembled together. For example, a part of a car or a machine being produced, being designed, you can't design everything once. You have to design them separately, and then you have to you have to assemble them together. That is one thing. Another one is simulation and analysis. This is where it is of more interest. It performs stress, motion and thermal analysis to test and optimize design. The purpose of using this SolidWorks is for us to design and test the model which we are designing. So when you create a design, you have to test it. How much stress can that particular product withstand before it will be able to break? The motion, like moving part of machines, and thermal analysis, maybe for a type of design which something which you are designing to be used in a hot environment. How much heat can such a device be subjected to before deforming? So all these things, you use the simulation tool to test all that before you actually produce what you want to produce. It will not leave you in the dark while doing it. Another thing is rendering and visualization. This will give you a clue of how what you are about to produce will look like, the beauty of it and the rest. And the last step here is collaboration and data management. Manage and share data between colleagues and stakeholders. In the process of producing anything, engineers and designers always work together in group and all that. So flow of data and management of data is crucial to the production. So it will help in transmitting this information between the session to improve a smooth transition. So that is the future and the importance of SolidWorks. Now, what are the career opportunities? Are we just learning this just for us to pass our examination? Actually, they say no knowledge is waste. Yes, I've had people say after this 100 level they are going to drop the course and they are not going to go back to it again. Well, but as for you and I, why are we actually learning it? Are we learning it because Uniben asked us to learn it? So there are some career opportunity in it. Number one, mechanical engineers, which design and develop mechanical systems, machines and products using SolidWorks. So you cannot be a mechanical engineering. Truly, we are electrical engineering students, but there are some things we can also do with this SolidWorks. There are some career opportunity in it also, which we can use to do it. Even we can learn it and use it as freelancing. I've had encounter with someone who just see me sketching things and the person was like, well, I'm doing freelancing, I've been seeing this kind of stuff there. So you can actually learn it and become a freelancer and all that. Another one is computer aided designers, product designers, designer engineers, computer aided engineering analysts. These are some of the career opportunity for manufacturing engineers. And another one is research and development engineers, technical sales representative. So they all use this like the sales representative, technical sales representative. They use SolidWorks knowledge to demonstrate and sell software, hardware or service to customer. You can use this to demonstrate when you know the quality of what you are selling. You can use the knowledge as a technical sales representative to woo more customer to buy your product. Research and development engineer use SolidWorks to design, test and validate new product, materials and technology. So they also use it as a research and development engineer. You are also going to need it. And also designer engineer, they combine design and engineering skill to develop and improve product system and processes. So these are some of the career opportunity in it, or if you are willing to continue studying this course to improve yourself in it. It's not just for us to be good in it just to pass our examination. No, there's a purpose why Uniben introduce it, and if we use the purpose well, I know it's going to favor us very well. So, and also SolidWorks trainer or instructor. SolidWorks trainer or instructor, they teach SolidWorks courses, workshop or online tutorial to student, professional or organization. So you can also be an instructor if you are very good in it. This time you don't have to be in a classroom before you'll be able to teach people. You can use the comfort of your room anywhere and reach out to people, and through that, who knows, you'll be making your little money from that. And also, we'll now move to the another step, which is industry that hired SolidWorks professionals. Which industry, after learning this, which industry hires SolidWorks professional? We have the aerospace, we have the automotive, we have the industrial equipment, consumer products, medical devices, architecture, engineering services, manufacturing, oil and gas, renewable energy. So there are a host of them. And also, if you wish to increase your career opportunity, there are some things you have to do, like obtaining SolidWorks certification, e.g. CSWA, CSWP or CSWE, building a strong portfolio, showcasing your SolidWorks skill by practicing, networking with professionals in your desired field, staying up to date with the latest SolidWorks feature and industry trend, pursuing a degree in relevant field, e.g. mechanical engineering, product design or industrial design. So these are some of the important career opportunity and industry that can hire SolidWorks professionals. So it's not just for us to study the course to pass our exam, but if we have interest in it, we can also make a fortune out of it. Who knows, might be studying electrical engineering at the end of the day, just have the certificate and using some other means. So that is all for that. Now let's move, and we are done with the definition, importance of feature, career opportunity, industries and most used industries. Now let's move to the second step, most used toolbars in SolidWorks. And here practically the sketch toolbar and the feature toolbar are included this evaluation to show us how we can actually do some evaluation on our sketch. So without wasting much of our time, So now I know we are all able to open our SolidWorks and start a new window on where to sketch. So first I'm going to start with sketch toolbars. Sketch toolbar. So in the sketch toolbar, what do we have there in the sketch toolbar? This is the sketch toolbar here. Clicking on it for the very first time, when you are clicking on the sketch toolbar, this is what is going to show here. This is sketch, and if you come down there, this is the drop here. We have the normal 2D sketch which we are using and the 3D sketch. So that is what this place entails. Then coming toward your right hand side, you have the line tools, which is used for drawing any kind of line. You have the rectangle, and under the rectangle you have the corner rectangle, center rectangle, 3-point rectangle, 3-point center rectangle, parallelogram. You use them based on the type of sketch you are asked to sketch. Now we have this other one also, which is the slot, the straight line slot, and the slot. What do we use this slot for? For example, this straight line slot, let me pick front plane to demonstrate this. So this is what this straight line slot is used for. So you can dimension this part. This part is equal to this part, this arc, and these two lines are parallel and they are also equal. This straight line slot. Then we still have the center point straight slot. This one, as you are dragging in one direction, is also moving in the opposite direction. So you extend. That is it. Okay. The 3-point arc slot, in case you have something to sketch, like this curve area. I think I have something on that. I can't find the diagram here. This is it. You can see this is a straight line slot. Example of a straight line slot, the 3-point arc slot. So those are what you use them for. So the center point arc slot. So kind of similar to the 3-point arc. So these are what you can use the slot tool for. Then for this, so for the when we move here, we have the cycle, you have the normal cycle, the perimeter cycle. Moving down here, you have the arc, you have the center point arc, the tangent arc, and the 3-point arc. Let's demonstrate. Then the center point arc. When using arc, you drag from the point where you choose to any point. You click on then you start moving. So this is center point arc, tangent arc. Let's see. Okay, this is a 3-point arc. 3-point arc. There's it. When you move it this way, you click once and then you drag again. Drag your cursor to your desired radius, then you can click to leave and you dimension. So then we have this plane, we have the ellipse, we have the chamfer here. So basically these tools here, they are used for sketching lines. They are used for sketching shapes, the line to rectangle, slot, circle, arc. You can use them to sketch shapes. So that is what they are basically used for. Then the second category tools in the sketch tools bar is the smart dimension tool. Number one is smart dimension tool. This smart dimension tool is used in dimensioning any shape whatsoever you sketch. Like for example, let's sketch a circle. So use the smart dimension tool to give the dimension, just like that. Here, trim entity. Use trim entity to remove unwanted part. For example, now let me use center line and divide this circle in 2. Escape. In case I do not need this other side of the circle, this is what I'm going to do. We come down to trim entity, using trim to closest. Yeah, come here, you can see this line here is highlighted to this point because there's a line dividing the circle, so it won't cross over to the other side. So I don't need this part. What am I going to do? Bring your cursor to this. When it is highlighted, click to remove. Now I have just a semicircle right here. So it's used in removing. Trim entity is used to trim or cut a sketch entity such as line, arc or curve to a specific length or at a specific point. It can be accessed directly on the sketch toolbar or using Ctrl plus Shift plus T. So that is it. We also have the convert entity here. I don't know much about it. And also we have the offset entity. What do we really use this offset entity for? Offset entity is used in creating a new entity such as line, arc or curve from a given existing entity by a specified distance. This is what it means. Let's Ctrl Z. Now let me pick a line. Just imagine I have something like this, and I also have this type of line again coming out like this. Now let's dimension first. I'm going to leave the dimension like that, 59.54, and this part also 36.12. can see our sketch is fully defined. So I want to reproduce this line, this same line from here, what I've just sketched. I want to reproduce it again. Instead of me doing this, drawing like this, coming down and doing this, and then start dimensioning one after the other. You can see under divine, instead of me doing this and start dimensioning one by one, this is what I'm going to do. You come to this offset entity, you click it. Remember, we say offset entity is to use in creating a new entity such as line, arc or curve from a given existing entity by a specified distance. This is the existing entity, what we've sketched here, and the parameter here, if this is the offset distance, a given distance, a specified distance. If the distance between the existing entity and the new entity you want to sketch is 5, it's given to you, and easily come here, change it right down here, and then you come to one of the line here, click it. You can see the yellow line here. Sorry, I went too fast. Let me go back. Offset entity. Offset entity. So 5mm set. Add dimension. That one will be automatically pick. So you pick one of the line, any of the line. Now you see this reverse. This is our existing sketch, and here we are told that it's 46.20, and this one is 26.03. In case this our sketch, the old existing sketch, is the outer part of what we are sketching. If we leave this new entity here, the distance is surely going to be greater than what we have here. Now if we add 5 to 26.03, that should be 31.03, which is greater. Likewise, same thing for this side. So what will you do? Come to this reverse, click the reverse, so you can see now it turns inward. Now you will see this boss cap end, click it. By default it's always set to arc, so you can see the end of the line when they are joined, it was joined by an arc, likewise down here, but we don't need arc, we need a line, so let's change to line. Now okay, you can see without dimensioning, without anything, our sketch is fully defined. So that is what offset entity is used for. It's a tool used in creating a new entity such as line, arc or curve from a given existing entity by a specified distance. Here the specified distance here is 5mm. You can see 5mm. What is the benefit of offset entity? Offset entity helps designer create complex shapes, add clearance and modify existing design efficiently, just like what you've seen us doing here. Now we are moving down to the mirror entity. So let me Ctrl Z. mirror entity. The mirror entity is used in mirroring a path, what to sketch to the other side. For example, let's see, we have a line like this. Let's use a combination of offset entity here now. Dimensioning. This is offset entity first. 5mm. Yes. Reverse. Okay. Now we want to mirror this entity, what we've just done here. Want to mirror it to the other side. Let's see how we can do that. Center line. Let's draw a center line here and see. I'll come to mirror entity. You can see entity to mirror. The entity we want to mirror is this, the whole of this sketch. So left click and highlight everything here. You can see line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, 5, 6. Now mirror about. Let's pick this line. You can see the mirror about line 7, the construction line we drew. As you pick this construction line for mirror about, you can see automatically it was mirrored to the other side. So okay, we have what we have here to this side. Then you can go ahead and start dimensioning this part because our sketch is underdefined. Let's try and see. Let's dimension and see whether it will change to smart fully defined. So that is not our focus for now. Fade to screen. So that is what mirror entity is used for. Now we have the linear sketch pattern, and if you drop that the box, you have linear sketch pattern, you have circular sketch pattern. Let's demonstrate the linear sketch pattern using a center rectangle. Let me dimension. Enter. Fully divine. So the circle here. I want to use a linear sketch pattern to reproduce what we have here to this side. So we have a direction 1, the x-axis, let's change the distance between them. Let's put 2. Enter. And the number of instances, let's put 5. You can can see. Select this, come to linear sketch pattern. So let's change this to 6. Enter, you can see. Now for the direction to y-axis, it was shown upward, so change the direction. So this is what linear sketch pattern can be used for when you want to produce a particular sketch linearly, both in the x-axis and the y-axis. You use the linear sketch pattern, and let's hit enter. So you have everything here, even though it's not up to scale, but that is how it is being done. Then for circular sketch pattern, let's sketch a cycle here, and let's dimension it. It's showing on the divine here because all the cycle here within divine, within dimension them. Let's use line. When you are drawing out this kind of line, use construction line. I always change the line to construction line here. Come here, right click on this line to convert it to construction. This cycle, change it to I'm not going to dimension, so let's just go straight to the point. Let's sketch a cycle on this point. So this cycle is already picked. Let's go to circular sketch pattern. Now you can see point 1, equal spacing, dimension 360 degrees, number of instances. Let's change it to 6. What I want to do is show in different way. I think because of this sketch which we have here, this rectangle, that is why it mirrors this way. But let's do it the right way. Okay. It's not dimension. Let's just go straight for construction. For you to get your line 2, hit your L key, L button. So we're done. Normally you have to use a construction line here. I'm running because it's like my battery is running down. Sketch. Remember, I want to demonstrate circular sketch pattern. Rub the balls down. Circular sketch. By default is set to 4. So if we need more than 4, like example, we need 6. Change it to 6 right here. So this is what will happen. And so we'll be able to successfully reproduce the cycle run. Is what circular sketch pattern is used for. In a normal procedure, you have to follow how the sketch which is given to you look like. This one we just did a rough work here. So is that about that? Then which other? The sketch patterns. That is what we just did now. So that is all about that. Most important thing which I know here in the sketch toolbar. Now let's move forward without wasting much of our time to future toolbar. Feature toolbar in SOLIDWORKS is a customizable toolbar that provides quick access to frequently used features and tools. The purpose of the feature toolbar is to streamline workflow, increase productivity, improve user experience, enhance design flexibility, and the rest. So what do we have here in the let's go back to sketch. Let's sketch this cycle. Now let's come to feature. What do we have here? Number 1, we have extruded boss base. What is this actually used for? The extruded boss base is used in extruding, that is thickening a particular sketch. For example, now we have a host of things here. If we want the thickness of what we are sketching to be 10mm, 20mm, or any thickness specified, I always change it down here. And by the time you hit your enter key or OK, this is what you get. So extrude boss base is used in increasing the thickness of a given sketch or image. Now the revolve boss base, what is it used for? It's used for revolving a sketch in relation to a given axis. For example, now Ctrl Z. For example, Let's use our offset entity. Yes. Reverse. Let me use 2. Let me use 1. So enter. This is what our revolve boss base will do for us. Let's pick it. Revolve boss base. So axis of revolution. Pick any of the line where you want it to be revoluted to. So you can see it will revolve from this line round. But if we do not need that, we can do it like this. So I want to create something that looks like a bucket. So you see what we were able to come up with our reverse boss base. Look like somewhat bucket. So that is all about reverse boss base. Swept boss. Swept boss base in SOLIDWORKS is a powerful feature to use in creating complex shape by sweeping a 2D profile along a 3D path. This particular one, the swept boss feature is used for creating complex curves like this. For you to create this kind of sketch, you have to use the swept boss base, this type, likewise this type also, creating a complex curves, modeling irregular shape like this particular shape. Now is not regular. You can see from here to here, from this point to this point is bent, this side is bent like that. So that is what is used for designing pipes and tube. Swept boss is ideal for creating complex pipe and tube geometries, including bend, curves, and branches. Creating sculpted surfaces. Swept boss can be used to create smooth, sculpted surface for application like product design, architecture, or industrial design. So that is one of the use of swept boss base. Use it to create irregular surfaces, bend, and the rest. So now come to extrude cut. In case we want to make a hole on this sketch. Now come back to sketch, where we automatically has to pick an edge. Unfortunately, okay, got one.
Jesus, draw me nearer to thee. Hide me under your canopy and forgive me all my sins.
Want to make a cut on that? Want to feature? Want to use extrude dead cut?
Draw me nearer, Lord. Like I said,
extruded cut.
Anything I did,
So
anywhere I have wronged you, kindly forgive me, Lord, and deliver me from this my present condition. You said that if I confess all my sins, that you are ever ready to forgive and forget.
this where it's going to cut through. This is going and see.
Give me the child I've been begging you.
You can see this line going outward because it was set to 60mm. Then okay.
Amen.
What happened? you have a hole. So extruded cut is used in creating a hole. Then this hole wizard, there are a lot of things as we use hole wizard, advanced hole, thread, stud wizard, so like that. And now revolve cut, in case we have a let's sketch another thing. Cycle. I'm not dimensioning. Let's do those bit first. Okay, let me leave it at, let me put 40. So in case, like for example, I think one of our exercise, yes, this exercise, if you look at the exercise very well, you can see in between these 2 points there's a depression in between them. So how do you create such a depression? For you to create that is when you use the revolve cut. So let's use the revolve cut here. Where is it? The revolve cut.
There is nothing impossible before you, and there is nothing you cannot do, my God. You are bigger than the biggest. No matter my present condition, no matter what the enemy is saying or doing in my life, I know that victory will be mine. I will never fear nor worry, because I know that you are able to do all things. I am very sure that one day I will carry my own baby. One day I will have my own husband. I will have my own house.
Make sure when you want to use this tool,
if you can give Hannah a child after many years,
you start on the surface
I've never changed.
and start on this edge and see.
Yesterday, today, and forever. Amen.
And standing outward. Okay. This is a dream entity. So we create a line here. That line will be axis of revolution. This is the axis of revolution. You pick this line. So let's rotate and see. You can see. Now, okay. Unable to create this feature because it will result in zero thickness. okay. Back, come to the revolve cut. We're talking about the revolve cut. Pick right plane, make it normal, then navigate here, select the revolve cut, hit your Z key to shrink it down, and let's use this rectangle, extend to this point, leave. You can desire to dimension it. When you dimension this side, it will give you the width. This part will give you the width of the cut, while this one give you the height. Battery low, no. So let me complete this. We'll continue from where we stop here today. Tomorrow, let me be fast. Then pick a center line. Already, you've already selected the revolve cut. Then exit sketch here to take you back to the cut revolve. Then for this axis of revolution, pick this line. You can see the highlight. When you OK, you have your cut down there. So in case you want to see the process fully, you can go to the video I drop on exercise 113 to see how the cut extrusion is being made. So my battery is running down. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you for watching and stay tuned. Thank you.